Hey friendos, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Matt, and we are back with some more Marvel Future Fight. And okay, so let's get this small bugbear out of the way. So the new update, we've got this new little section over here on the right, and I know it's the tiniest thing, but boy, it really bugs me that they've changed this. So you've got all your different things like future, past, timeline, survival, The Witcher Rift, etc. And then you've got it in your active and your passive events. There's clearly one for timed events and one for timed sales, I guess. Those ones that don't have any access to. It bugs me. It really bugs me because Future Pass isn't at the bottom where it used to be. But anyway, let's get into the actual update proper, shall we? Because yes, as you can see, we've transcended Misty Knight and White Tiger. That's all we're doing with them. I'm not even going to bother buying Hector's uniform because I ain't paying 1,000 crystals for Shadowland Claire. Sadly, that also extends to Punisher. Yeah, rip Frank Castle. It's a shame, but we only got him to level 80 just for the growth score. There's just nothing there for him. Yes, I know I'm the only person in the world still going on about this every week, but I refuse to let it die. I'm still waiting for the Crescent, Emma Frost, and Medusa update. Don't know what's happening there. And then we have the one shining light in this update. Some people say it's not even that good, but I think it's pretty good, actually, to be fair. I have been using him just in some trading, basically, just with this crappy obelisk. But we're going to throw a rage on him. And you can see we've only got 3. None of them are mighty, but I think he's worth it. Which one's the best one here? What's the maximum? It's 0.9, isn't it? And 60%. Let's just double check. Yeah, increases boss damage 60%. So we're going to throw this on him because he's not brilliant for wild boss, but he's good, and he's good for ABX and ABL. So we're going to do that. Obviously, we don't need to worry about maxing out his crit rate or crit damage or anything like that because they're massively over already. In fact, yeah, they are so over that with the CCP of Rage, I think we can probably go ahead and re-roll his bottom skill to ignore defense, and we can max that out as well, since we are going for that PvE build. We don't need to worry about things like debuff duration and all that kind of stuff, so yeah, pretty good. Okay. That does mean we've got quite a lot of space on his Uru, so we can swap out some of those. Depending on how well he performs with the Rage, we may throw some Odins on him, but I think we'll probably just keep it as it is, and maybe get rid of those dodge and replace them with HP. As for DareDevil, the main man of the update, and a fellow Matt as well, which really hurts. We haven't even got his uniform. I was debating, but I figured, you know what, we've got 15,000 crystals, I may as well do it. It's something to do for this week's video, because, oh boy, let's get into it. I've seen a fair few videos going around this week. Obviously, your main man, Alex, has said nothing good to say about this update. And I've seen some people are trying to push back against that. The narrative being, oh, he's being too much of a doomer, blah 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 blah, it's not that bad. Well, yeah, the other side of that being, yeah, he's actually bang on, he's right about everything. And then there's that whole, it's not just MFF but the MCU as a whole. The Daredevil show itself has not been good. The Netflix show was just so much better. The fight choreography in the MCU Daredevil Born Again show, that first episode, I don't know if you've seen it by now, and I won't put a little clip in here or anything because I obviously don't want to get the copyright strike, but it is bad. It is really, really bad, and we've barely seen Daredevil since then, so I don't know what they're playing at, but yeah, it's dire times if you're a Marvel fan. It really is. Holy crap. The only saving grace over the last 6 months is the fact that we've had the Marvel vs. Capcom collections coming out, and thank God for that, because there's been barely anything else in terms of media, whether it's the shows or the games or anything. So, we've got his new uniform now. We've cut it to Mythic. Those are some really bad options, by the way. Holy crap. Sister Grimm, really bad option. It doesn't matter what we change that to. Malekith, what the fuck? Mystique, okay. Mystique isn't too bad if, like me, you want to try to min-max your tier 4s and you've gone to the point of tier 4ing her for a support character. But the rest of these are absolute trash. Chasm? What the hell? Why is Chasm even there? Do you know what? Until I saw that, I honestly forgot he was in the game. That's how bad it is. And then the one good one. Well, I say good, but even he's not meta anymore, and that's Adam Warlock. So holy crap. Yeah, those are some really bad. Those are some we really need to start selling old uniforms. But what's the point if the main uniform that you're selling the options for itself isn't that good? Okay, I didn't realise that I hadn't finished. Wow. That's really bad for me. I thought that I'd finished him. Okay, so let's change this over. Let's max this out. So yeah, Daredevil. He's never been like in that top bracket of meta. He's never been with the Jean Greys, the Wolverines. Even going back to the old sort of speed PvP meta, he was never in that top bracket with, say, the likes of, 2016 to 2018 Quicksilver, or Spider-Man, roundabout Spider-Man Homecoming. The Spider-Man's kind of like drifted in and out, and obviously due to his popularity, he's always going to be there or thereabouts. But Daredevil was always a solid sort of like second tier character, the kind that you would use for like Alliance Conquest with a strong when those Defenders uniforms came out with like Luke Cage and Jessica Jones getting her dual outfit and everything. It was a pretty solid team that you could have. And maybe that's just where he lies now. Maybe that is his limit. But if he's going to be a big MCU deal, then really they need to look at that and think, actually, if he's going to be an Avenger, then they need to bump up his power level. They need to make him better. Oops, that damn lock button. So where do you want to see him? Because at the moment, I'm seeing him being nowhere other than Otherworld Battle when everyone else is banned. You can see we haven't pushed his Defenders because it's just not worth it. There's no Kingpin. Sadly, he's not in the Sinister Six either. I'm not getting Nables just to build up this collection. Fuck that. But yeah, it looks like he's going to be... And I know a lot of people were glazing Magic earlier this year. I mean, I did a review on Magic. I thought she was okay as another World Battle character, and that's about it. Not good enough for Timeline. And I think Daredevil was going to be in that same bracket. You can see here, even on a week where we have Null banned, people are either rocking Sentry, Surfer, and Logan, or some combination of one or two. Oh, hold on. I take that back. Holy crap. Molecule Man? Wow. I was not expecting to see Molecule Man in 2025. But I guess, if you've got a Mighty or Brilliant Liberation or something on him, then yeah, he's good. As the leader / support. But yeah, you can see here we've mostly got Sentry, Logan, and supports. Oh, hold on. We've got a Mantis. A Mantis? Wow, shout outs to you, Ghosty. Rank 42. And you've got a Mantis. Wow. Do you think we can get to her? She's a blast type, which would give Daredevil the type advantage. Interesting. Let's see if we can even... I mean, for a start, let's see if we can even get through his Wolverine and his Sentry to get to Mantis. But that's interesting. Do you know what? I don't think I've ever seen a Mantis in PvP, like ever. Wow. Apart from, the first match of a reset week, where you always get just some random account that's been inactive for 4 years, and they're like, yeah, here's a gimme. Fight Kid Kaiju and Mantis and Singularity or something crazy like that. Okay. I'm just seeing how good, because this is rank 42, so I'm curious to see how good it is compared to my team. Okay, so my Sentry can get a kill off. So he's not leagues and miles above me. I was just curious. Okay, we'll let the tier 4s go off. Does his tier 4... Oh, we killed him. We didn't want to do that, but that's fine. We'll let his Logan kill me. Right, let's see. Obviously, okay, yeah, he gets one shot, but that's to be expected, I guess, considering that he has type disadvantage against Logan. But even so, he died within like a split second. And my Wolverine, yeah, he's doing okay against him. So it's not like he's massively... It's not like this Ghosty, who's, to be fair, rank 42, that's amazing. I'm not taking anything away from that. But what I'm saying is, the difference between our accounts, our builds, etc. are not so massive that it would make sense for Daredevil to get one shot like that. You know, Sentries were massively competitive against each other. The Logans were competitive against each other. So it's not like Daredevil has like an easy excuse or an out. But as you can see, against Sentry there, he just gets obliterated. Against Logan, he got obliterated. We're not getting to Mantis with Daredevil unless we leave him till the end and use our Sentry and Logan to take out his Sentry and Logan, which isn't worth it. That's not the point, you know? You're supposed to have either 3 competitive players or, you know, at least 2 competitive and 1 support or something like that. Clearly, Daredevil isn't going to be good enough in terms of DPS. And he does have nothing in his kit for support, so you're kind of left wondering, well, where's he going to be? Clearly, Timeline Battle isn't it. I did see a couple of clickbait videos going around saying, oh, he's great for Timeline Battle, he took on Jean and Null and blah blah blah. I ain't buying it, okay? I just ain't buying that for a minute. We took the effort, we got him to level 80, we got his uniform to Mythic, and he's done nothing. And okay, you can say, yeah, authority isn't the best, but you know what? My Logan has a brilliant authority, so you can't say a mighty authority isn't, you know, a terrible. It's not like we've got a transcendence or, you know, a patience on him or something like that. So, that leaves our man of the hour, the one character this update is supposed to be on par with Magic, the only other supposed good character. I'll admit, she looks great, you know, they really cooked with actually the aesthetics of it. But if the 2 best characters of the year so far are only fit for Otherworld Battle, what does that really say about the state of Marvel Future Fight in 2025? It ain't a lot. And you can see, at least Magic definitely does have a place. We're looking through... obviously a lot of restrictions in the top league, so you're going to see a lot of similar teams. It looks like being a Fantastic Four focused teams. Most people got Franklin, Sue, Reed, and then it looks like the speed type that everyone is going for is Quick, and Quicksilver's not even new. That's not even a new Quicksilver uniform. So the fact that Daredevil cannot take the speed slot from Quicksilver with that old ass uniform, and it's not like Quicksilver's a mutant, so it's not like he's getting any extra special buffs or anything there, because in game he's classed as other because of the whole MCU debacle with him and Scarlet Witch. So that is crazy. Okay, admittedly we're not looking at every single one, we're only picking and choosing a few here and there, but we've gone through the top 50. And look, there's a Thanos there, for fuck's sake. We got a Thanos before we saw a Daredevil. I don't even think we're gonna see a Daredevil. We're getting down. We're getting down into the bottom barrel here of the top 100. We haven't seen a damn one. Yeah, I think this says all you need to know. I can't even remember what the restrictions are. Obviously, I just can't be asked, so I never bother pushing Otherworld Battle. So I'm just like in the load leagues. There we go. Wow, we had to go all the way down to 84. So the top 83 players, I mean, admittedly, I didn't look at every single one, but let's have a look and see what his build is. Has he got something crazy? Look, he's got a veteran. Got a veteran on his Blue Dragon. Holy crap. So we're talking... Okay. Wow. A liberation. So he's purely there for support. Holy crap. We're clearly talking about a mega wow. Obviously, you can tell from the alliance he's in that this guy is someone super top, super competitive. They've got a CTP of veteran, which they've got on their Blue Dragon. And even they have only got Daredevil there for support. I think case closed, Your Honour. I know Matt might be a great defence attorney, but I think even him and She-Hulk combined could not raise a case against that. If that's the best you can do with some of the biggest whales in the entire goddamn thing, then this update, yeah, 3 absolute trash uniforms, and Kingpin is literally the only saving grace. And the only reason Kingpin is good is because, not because Hulk is now bad, but I'm just a little bit tired of playing him. And it's crazy, when you look at that update, in retrospect, in hindsight, that update was fire where we got Hulk, because we got Hulk, we got Thor, both still really great. Sentry, absolutely goated still. And the only bad one out of the 4 uniforms we got back then was Ant-Man. 3 bangers, still used to this day, and 1 dud. And it just goes to show how much the game has changed since then in the last 12 months, because now we get an update with 3 duds, dead in the water, dead on arrival, 2 Shadowland characters, a Daredevil that can do nothing, and only a Kingpin. Yeah, it's no wonder Alex has gone full Doomer. I think I'm right there with him. But let me know what you guys think. I mean, am I being harsh? Does he need his tier 4? Does he suddenly get miraculously better? I mean, I've got enough materials. Hold on, no, going into the wrong thing here. I've got enough materials. I could tier 4 him. I could tier 4 Kingpin, but I'm not seeing the benefit of either of them. But if you think it's really worth it, then maybe I'll do it for you guys. But anyway, hit me up, let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, take care.
We await your return, warrior.